Wednesday, 20th of December. It's nearly Christmas. Time to shave. Shave test today from Martin's Shave Tests is between two Coticle edges, but on two utterly different steels and therefore completely different razors. I have a bit of a grudge match at the moment. The Coticle edges I'm still not that familiar with. Natural edges are kind of, but a little more unreliable compared with synthetics. Anyway, I'm not going to rap on too much longer. A little bit of the last of my John Froome coming up. Look, I've got a little tiny bit of John Froome. Phoenix, courtesy of Mr. Smith, Jeff. Yeah, so that's my last of my sample John Froome going on now. Anyway, I had a strange experience. I'd had a reasonably successful shave, my last shave with 3 razors, only the Japanese one, which is very hard steel, rather disappointed me. The reason being, let me just show you it. There's the wonderful case that it comes in. Just look at all the stickers I've put on the back, how many times I've tried to get it right, to get it to shave perfectly. Anyway, it's a Barber. It's the BabaQueen again, but I think I rather fatigued the edge. Because as an experiment, as you saw my case with all the stickers, as an experiment, I had put it on a Coticle, I put it on a Laloon, and of course before that it had been on a synthetic progression. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, I think what I did was I slightly fatigued the edge by giving 200 laps on an black Arkansas stone. And after the shave, I was stropping it, as you should, on my Kaneyama canvas. Didn't notice anything. I then gave it a few finishing laps on the Kaneyama best smooth leather, and there was marks on the leather, which of course is a criminal offence. You should be taken out and birched if you put marks on a Kaneyama strop. Anyway, it turns out that the edge near the toe had failed and was therefore scratching. So yesterday I had enough time to put it on a 3K synthetic, take the little folded dings out, which I still think is indicative of metal fatigue, through probably over-honing. I think the black art was to blame, but anyway, point being, here we go again. Dry the fingers on the towel, otherwise you end up in A&E. Right, let's have a little go at 2 razors. The first one is going to be, again, this is a Coticle edge. This is a high-class Puma 91. So they're both of these razors are deeply hollow ground, but this one I have used before, and being a Puma steel, it's superb. Whereas I have my doubts about Japanese steel. I think it's actually far too hard, but this is superb. Oh, as you'd expect from Puma, absolutely wonderful. Yeah, now this is on about 3 days of stubble, and it's like it's taken off like it's not there. Hence why we wet shave. For the simple reason, it's vastly superior to any other form of shaving. Here's the horrible little Japanese. This is such a top class razor though. I mean, just look at it. It's got a beautiful gold etch on it, with the BabaQueen and a little queen's head in the middle. I just think the steel's too hard. But anyway, let's give it another go. Totally different sound. That's a very brittle sound. But I've got to say, it's cutting very well. This is on very heavy stubble. Horrible barbed wire stubble. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. In which case, I'm going to put this experiment down to me, possibly work hardening the edge. Or even possibly overstropping. Yeah, it's nice. Well, I'll be. So, first pass, I'd say they're equal. They're both on Coticle edges. I must admit, they feel pretty good. I think the true test isn't how you're shaving, it's afterwards. If afterwards it feels, really comfortable, look at all that, look. If it feels really good afterwards, you've probably got the right edge for you. I like Coticle edges. They're not consistent. They're not as consistent, I don't think, as synthetic edges. But, and here's the big but, they're very, very comfy. So let's put a bit more on. And don't forget some of our friends. The great tips. This is the point of wet shaving. The amount of wonderful friends out there that will give you such good advice. So there's the old Jacques trick. Dapper shaves. But this confirms what my sensei, Gary Hayward, has always said, which is, yes, you can get a wonderful, wonderful kind edge off a Coticle. He can always tell when he's got a Coticle edge because of the feel, but then he's a meister, and I'm merely an apprentice. But anyway, as Gary puts it, if you want consistency, you do really want synthetic. So he's using some very high-grade synthetics at the moment. And I'm still messing about with anything that moves, like this. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's a lovely, lovely edge. Yeah. Falls past, I don't care. It's all good to me. For those new to my strange channel, all I'm trying to do is promote the joy and the use of what I call proper shaving, because it's going to be lost if we don't. You look at some of the awful plastic things out there that they call razors. I saw an advert on TV. It was a Gillette, and it looked like a lawnmower. It's got 5 blades, rollers, it's supercharged, and it looks like a pile of poo. It's absolutely huge, and people will mistakenly think it's going to give you a kind shave. Well, it will, but it's also aggravating the skin because there's 5 blades. This is 1 blade. And this has been tuned by yours truly, as you can do, chaps. Oh, this Puma's good. Oh, dearie me, that's so enjoyable. So this is a Puma 91, going against the grain very happily. On a Coticle edge, though I must admit, gets a little bit worn, I would give it chrome dioxide pasted strop, as we do. But you know, you cannot beat the feeling of a good straight razor. It just takes a little while. Persistence is the name of the game. Until in the end you do become good enough to enjoy every single moment. Even with the residual slickness from this rather nice Phoenix John Froome soap, even though it's only now residual slickness, hardly anything there, he can still shave perfectly comfortably. That is now BBS. I can tell by the noise it makes and by the feel. No stubble there. And of course, this quite nice quick shave will last you for days. Whereas if you use an electric lawnmower on your face, you'll need to shave twice a day because they don't work very well. Whereas this gets deep down lower parts of the skin. Yes, you're going to get a couple of little nicks when you're learning, of course you are. But the manliness factor is huge. As humans, we're skilled tool users. And if you're not a human. You're a computer boy. See, I'm being contentious again, I'm very sorry. Right, that's me done. That's absolutely perfect shave. We've got a redeemed BabaQueen. This now still works well. Given a choice between the two, nah, I'm going to go for the Puma. Can't beat German steel. Sorry, Japanese. But it's so hard and brittle. If you like a truly sharp, really sharp brittle steel, go for Japanese. If you want a kinder steel that is easier to hone, I'd go for English or I'd go for German. By the way, all the early Puma steels boasted of the fact that they use Sheffield steel, so we are cousins and comrades, England and Germany. Although we do have little family tiffs called World Wars every now and again. That's perfection. Right, very quick test. Where's my alum block? Here it is. No need to use it. I mean, this is absolutely smooth. That's a perfect shave. We're in the middle of winter here, so you do find the skin slightly more irritated. But that's probably down to vitamin deficiencies and lack of vitamin B from no sunshine. Today was a nice dawn, but yesterday it was dark all day and I hated it. So, there you are. That's it. End of the shave. This has been a quick one. I've only used 2 razors instead of my habitual 3 razors. Wipe off the alum, whatever you do. It's a triple salt. Being a triple salt, if it gets onto your nice steel carbon blade, it will make it black. And then you'll have to buff it. And you won't like that. Anyway, that's it. Perfection. What can I say? Do I need anything on it? Yes, I do. This is the other great trick. This is the People's post-shave. Again, from Jacques. And such a good tip. You've washed off your alum. Your face is wonderfully smooth and clean and feeling fresh. Put some lather of a decent type on. And that will give you lovely baby soft skin. I'll leave it on for a moment or two. I don't want to waste your wonderful days by me blathering on. All I would say is keep the faith, get practice. For any of my new subscribers, I'm going to go back to using monster blades soon. That'll amuse you. Always amuses me. Anyway, chaps, see you all soon. Thanks for watching.